Now, here's the hosts of Top Story, Kelly Klaas and Jill Skeen.
He better make it. I'm counting on him.
Are you?
Otherwise, I won't have clothes for another year.
Oh, no.
Good morning and welcome to Top Story. 7360300 is the number to call. Good morning, Jill.
Good morning, Kelly, on this nice Christmas Eve.
I know. And actually, we do...
How fast did this go?
I know.
It's like, what? It's here already?
I do have some breaking news regarding Christmas Eve.
I know. You better listen up because this is kind of shocking. It's coming from Homeland Security.
In a surprise move today, the Federal Aviation Administration and Homeland Security have joined forces to unilaterally deny domestic airspace clearance to the traditional Christmas Eve sleigh ride by an individual known as Mr. Santa Klaas. Santa's ride has been bringing joy and happiness to millions of children for generations. Irate parents worldwide are said to be absolutely distraught. Who's going to eat the milk and cookies for a start? Asked one parent. Homeland Security has said that any penetration into American airspace will be considered an act of aggression as part of their duty in keeping American airspace and borders safe.
Well, you know, it's nice to know we're safe.
A spokesman from Homeland Security said that we just can't have every jolly, rosy-cheeked, white-haired fruitcake in the world flying around the American airspace unsupervised.
Is that right?
FAA are scratching their heads about where to begin certifying Santa's sleigh as safe for flight. There are no standards regulating the stability and performance of reindeer. Also, the FAA simply don't know how to inspect a machine, which in their minds totally defies the laws of physics. The FAA will consider granting clearance if all FAA regulations are met. Here are just a few. As a powered aircraft, Santa's sleigh requires a proper licensed propulsion system. Reindeer fed on magic dust are not mentioned in the regs and cannot be used. A single red light at the end of the pack of reindeer does not constitute a set of running lights.
No, it doesn't, does it?
The sleigh must have a valid maintenance certificate and must meet aerodynamic requirements and be tested in a wind tunnel. Detailed flight plans must be plotted and submitted to the FAA at least 6 months in advance.
Wasn't a good planner, was he?
Santa Claus is said to be very upset by the reaction from these U.S. agencies and feels the actions are a direct violation of the children's basic human rights. Homeland Security laid down the following ultimatum to Santa Claus. If we see any flying sleighs in the skies over America, you can bet your bottom dollar there'll be an F-16 with sidewinders blasting it out of the sky.
Well,
there you go.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
That's
from the Bureau of Homeland Security.
That's our tax dollars at work, people, for the Bureau of Homeland Security.
Yes.
So I don't know how you're going to break it to the kids.
I don't either.
And if they're in the car, I'm sorry.
I know.
Wipe your tears, little pumpkin.
I know.
Welcome to government and regulation.
See what you have to look forward to?
This is your lesson when you become an adult or you want to start a business.
Yes.
You have to go through these things. You got to, this is what you have to do.
That's right.
So parents, this is a great lesson. This is a teaching moment.
Yeah, teaching moment. Absolutely.
Right now. Sorry, Bobby.
Yeah, don't criticize the government. Use it as a teaching moment.
Really, it's just Mr. Santa Claus's fault. He really should have been more prepared.
Oh, absolutely, yes.
Yeah, you got to file this stuff 6 months in advance.
Well, to think he was exempt from all these regulations like Utah drivers are from Idaho regulations. I mean, come on, Santa.
The nerve.
That's not the way it works.
No, it doesn't.
Oh.
So anyway, sorry.
Yeah.
And Merry Christmas.
Yeah. Ho, ho, ho. Well, hey, here on Top Story, we have one guest today.
The lucky one, Rachel Anderson from Pet Rescue.
Yep, she's going to be talking about there's a big pet rescue organization now that's going on, and she's kind of right in the middle of it, so she's going to tell us all about it.
And she has the double duty of also being your dental hygienist.
I know. She tortures me twice a year.
She has to clean those things every 6 months.
Yeah, she loves her job. She gets to torture me twice a year. So
I would just like it because when she talks to you, you couldn't really respond.
I know.
I go, yeah, Rachel, that's what I hear every day.
Actually, speaking of that, I did have my tooth pulled yesterday.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah. How was it? I didn't hear the scream in the Magic Valley.
Let me put it this way.
Yeah. Did you bite on a bullet?
I never want to do that again.
Really? Was it painful, Kelly? What happened?
Having a tooth pulled, I mean, it was a perfectly healthy tooth, and then I cracked
it. Until it cracked.
Until it cracked, but it was still...
Yes.
The one... Dr. Hopkins, he was sitting there moving, and I was in the chair.
No way.
I was moving all around and thinking, my God, stop.
Thank goodness you didn't have a baby.
He wouldn't stop, and finally he's, there we go.
Could you feel a big yunk out of it?
Oh, my gosh.
So how did he like your idea of leaving the other half in? What did he say about that?
He said that wouldn't work. He said that it would be real susceptible to cavities then if I didn't.
Oh, so he had to take out the whole thing.
Had to take out the whole thing, yeah.
Did he give you a shot of anything?
Well, that was another thing. When they deaden your mouth around that area, they take this needle and this will just pinch a little bit.
Yeah.
It's like, holy smokes.
But he was a specialist in tooth pulling.
No, he did a good job. I have no complaints.
So there's just a big hole in there?
There is.
Did they pack it with anything?
If you want that information.
Wow.
But, and I was thinking, boy, am I going to have problems over the next few days of this thing? But I had gotten some Vicodin. And I tell you what, me and Vicodin are very good friends right now.
Uh-oh.
But I haven't taken any since yesterday evening, last night.
Way to go, Kelly.
I took some ibuprofen this morning, and I can't feel it. I mean, it's not hurting. As long as I chew on the left side of my mouth, I can
Merry
eat.
Christmas.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, it's turkey and ham and all that kind of stuff. And I'm going to be chewing on the left side of my mouth.
Oh, poor
I don't care what you
Kelly.
say. When you can't use your whole mouth for chewing, it's like you're missing out on half of the flavor.
It's just not the same.
I know.
Well, maybe Connie can blend it all and give you a straw.
Yeah, she'll take the turkey and the ham and the sweet potatoes and I'll put it in the blender.
Yeah. It'll be a Christmas smoothie.
It'll be just like I'm in the rest home.
There you go. This is your preview.
Oh, my gosh.
Because just remember, Kelly Klaas, you are the lint in the belly button of life.
I am. And you keep me humble by telling me that all the time. 736-0300 is the number to call. We've just got some fun stuff to talk about this morning.
Merry Christmas Eve. Who's out shopping right now? Call in. Let us know.
And men, have you started yet?
Oh, my
I know it's way early. It's still way early.
Oh,
but I'm just kind of wondering if any of you men out there got a head start on it today. 736-0300. Let us know.
Today is the day.
Yeah. Next
things are closed tomorrow.
Yes. Yeah. Well, most places are. There are going to be 6 Chinese restaurants that are open, but other than that.
Actually, others. Well, and we don't have the Jewish population to just support them. I'm sorry.
Right, like they do in other areas.
That's what Jews do. Chinese food in a movie.
Yeah.
And it's crowded in the Jewish areas.
Yeah.
Lines down the street.
Oh, my gosh. We got a caller. Top story, you're on the air. Good morning.
Good morning. And actually, I think Denny's is open on Christmas, too.
Yeah, I think you're right.
He was being facetious.
Yeah, not that I have ever been facetious before, but
anyway.
No, my comment was, I know Jill back on Thanksgiving was talking about how people race through and buy their stuff real quick, and they spend such little amount of time on these gifts, or they spend a lot of time picking out the right gift, and then you open them on Christmas morning, and within minutes, it's like all the presents are opened and it's done. And I wanted to make a comment that day, but I couldn't call in that day. And so my comment was, actually, Jill, I solved that problem when my children were little.
What'd you do?
And that's that our tradition is that the kids only get to open up one present every hour or so.
All through Christmas?
Yes, I let them open a present, and then they have to go spend time with that present. Whatever it is, whether it's a toy, whether it's makeup, whatever it is, they have to go appreciate that present before they get to open the next one.
No wonder they left home early.
No, actually, one year, I have to say, 1 year we went to somebody else's house and spent the holiday with other family, and their tradition was they just handed out all the gifts, and then everybody opened them all up. My kids were actually depressed that year because they felt like Christmas was over before noon. And at our house, Christmas stretches from morning till evening.
Actually, that's a pretty good tradition.
So what time does it end?
Depending, some years are better than other years for being able to afford presents. But usually by about 6 o'clock, they've got all their presents opened, and then we're having dinner.
Yeah.
So we'll have a late dinner and spend all day cooking, and the kids will help me out in the kitchen. But it's just nice. There's always, when they were little, Santa always had one present under the tree that was not wrapped, and they could take that one. They didn't wake Mom up. They weren't allowed to wake Mom up. They could have their stockings, and they could have the unopened or the unwrapped
present. And they could play
and,
until Mama got up.
Right, and then when Mama got up. Yeah, because I'm a single mom, so then when Mom got up, then little by little, they'd open their presents, and they actually like it that way now. They have. Are
they doing it with their families?
Think how they're going to torture their kids.
My kids are 15 and 18 right now, almost 19, so they don't have kids yet. But but I know that they intend to because. Even as teenagers, they like taking their time. They like knowing who the present was from. They like knowing what they got. And they like to appreciate it.
I like
Well, you know what?
That's
Let them
great.
do a Jewish Christmas once, and you do one present each day for 8 days. That'll torture them.
I actually worked as a nanny when I was 18. I worked as a nanny in New York for a Jewish family, and so I've actually been through the Hanukkah.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks for the call.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Your traditions, give us a call, 736-0300. 736-0300 is the number to call here this morning on Top Story. We have 4 very uplifting headlines for Christmas Eve coming up.
I know, because last time they said we didn't, so this time, hey.
We've got some uplifting ones today. But I wanted to tell you first, ladies, if you haven't gotten your man his main present for Christmas yet, it's not too late, okay? It's only Christmas Eve.
That's right.
And if you were thinking about getting your man a brand spanking new, never been used before irrigation system for his field.
Honey, look what's under the tree.
A new pivot irrigation system.
It's a new pivot.
No, seriously. Actually, this is the Certiset from Farmore of Idaho. And it's a new way of doing things. It's a pipe that they put out on the field that can be moved around, and you never have to move it out of the field. You don't even have to move it out of the field before you harvest the hay. Just it's called Certiset. They know all about it at Farmore of Idaho. Give them a call, 324-3341, or at farmoreofidaho.com. I don't know if they can have it delivered in time for Christmas now, but I do know that they can get things started for you. So
that's right.
Give them a call and let them know.
And maybe they'll put a ribbon on it for you.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm
big
sure
red
they'll
ribbon.
throw in a ribbon. Why not?
I wouldn't be surprised. Okay, well,
good morning. Hey, it's Christmas Eve.
Now, we've got...
Oh, yeah, we got 4 books to give away.
Some books to give away. I looked all around the station because sometimes we get promotional books and things that come in.
Okay, let's be honest. Kelly was cleaning out his office because he has to be out of here by next Wednesday. So let's be honest here, Kel. So the 4 books he found...
Well, that's where they came from,
Yeah,
though.
well, people think you were just searching high and low from the station.
Well, I was.
It's your office. Okay, Glenn Beck, The Christmas Sweater, a novel. Who is the Real Hog by Robert Scott Michelle?
I don't know.
Don't Hurt People by Matt Kibbe, #1 best, and Don't Take Their Stuff, a Libertarian Manifesto. And Miss Margaret Thatcher, the authorized biography From Grantham to the Falcons, Charles Moore. These are your choices.
Yeah. So we're gonna
we got to figure out. We're going to figure out.
Pick one.
How about at the 9 o'clock hour? Because we got to figure out how we're going to do it.
Yeah. We haven't even figured that out yet, folks. We do everything ahead of time.
Kelly just basically cleaned out his office.
We got a caller.
Okay.
Top story. You're on the air. Good morning.
Good morning.
I am dreaming of a white Christmas. Hey, good morning, Kelly. Good morning, lovely Jill. How you doing?
Good morning. Don't quit your day job.
Well, I was hoping you back me up with the banjo. That way we can both get thrown out of the theater.
Oh, there you go.
Listen, first and foremost, I want to thank a fine gentleman over here in the beautiful city of Wendell. His name is Lionel from A1 Auto. He is the bomb. That's a gentleman after your heart, Kelly. You got to talk to him. But our tradition is we don't do gifts. We just try to do stuff for each other. No money value, no matter what, no matter if it's that's like I told you before. We don't talk religion. We don't talk about money. We don't talk about politics. The only thing is we count our blessings, and that is
very
our
nice.
Christmas. Have a nice Christmas. Bye.
Hey,
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
You know what? That's very nice.
Well, except it is a religious holiday. It is a religious day. Christmas
He's
is.
talking about gifts.
I know,
not
but he said they
gifts.
don't talk religion. That's okay.
Well, I mean,
hey,
as far as like arguing, about religion, I think that's what he meant. Not like you don't talk.
Okay.
I mean, how many sit around the Christmas tree and really talk about the meaning of this holiday? Let's be real here.
Well, sometimes they do.
But how many? Really? With the majority
I don't know. That would be a good question to ask.
Let's open our gifts. You wake up, you open your gifts. Let's be real. Let's be real, people.
I know some people have a tradition of reading the Christmas story about the birth of Jesus.
Have you ever done that at your Christmas?
Oh, absolutely. Yes, I have. Uh-huh.
Have you? Nice.
I've even done it here on the radio.
Well, that doesn't count. That's called a show.
Well, but at any rate.
But you know what? So I think it's great. The point is they're not focusing on the materials part. And a lot of people should take a moment out, focus on the blessings you have in life.
Oh, absolutely.
Tom and I always say how grateful we are.
We've kind of done that this year. My wife and I, we were getting each other little stocking stuffers, and that's it. You know?
That's what you're getting her. So. She doesn't. You don't know what she's getting you.
Well, she's getting me stocking stuffers.
Oh, okay. So she knows about this deal too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Well, she's the one who actually.
It wasn't like, hey, babe, I thought I'd just give you some stocking stuffers this year, and you do what you want.
Just stuff your stocking full of stockings. I don't know. But at any rate, that's what we're doing.
I don't know. Anyway, just try to think of the spirit. Be kind to someone.
Well, that's what the day is all about,
Should be.
The reason for the season and all that kind of stuff. So.
Meanwhile, as people are cramming the malls right now.
Oh, I know.
I would love someone to call in. What you buying? What you finding?
You could not pay me enough. We were down there on Monday afternoon, and it was bedlam.
Oh, yeah.
Around the mall area there.
Steve and I went to lunch, but we had to go elsewhere.
Oh.
I know.
I thought right then, man, I'm glad that my wife and I made that deal this year.
Because you'd be there right now after the show.
I would be looking for something. So anyway, okay, we got the headlines coming up. We've got Rachel Anderson will be coming up here shortly. Talk about pet rescue.
Next hour, we're going to go into some
traditions. Yeah, other countries. It's interesting to see how other countries celebrate this day. Coming up on Top Story. 736-0300. I think for the rest of the bumper music, we're going to use Christmas music.
Yes.
I don't know why I didn't think of that.
I
can't think of everything. For crying out loud. Okay.
You're like a horse to the barn.
For last-minute Christmas gifts.
Yes.
Canyon Pawn. They've got guns. They've got camping supplies. They got woodworking stuff. They got
jewelry.
Fishing poles. They got jewelry. They've got tools. They've got watches. They've got rings. They got new stuff still in boxes. Check it out. They're the newest pawn shop in town, also the cleanest pawn shop in town. And they're at right across from Will's Toyota on Shoshone Street. They would love to have you stop by on this Christmas Eve. They may be closing a little early. So, in fact, most of the stores today will probably be closing early.
You think?
So you might want to head on
I would
down
hope.
there.
So those people maybe could enjoy their holiday. Just saying.
Yeah. Be a good idea.
I don't know.
Okay, well, we got a lot of stuff to go over, but we have a call. So let's take the call. Top story, you are on the air. Good morning.
Good morning, Kelly and Jill.
Kyle.
Our day would not have been complete without you giving us a call, Kyle.
Merry Christmas Eve.
I had to call in before I'm in and out of the truck and miss you completely.
What?
And I want to wish you all a very Merry Christmas. Happy late Hanukkah.
Well, thanks.
And
Kyle,
whatever thing you celebrate, maybe Festivus.
Festivus, I know, huh?
I just hope everything's good, and my hope for Christmas is that everybody finds some peace in their heart to love one another and to do the hardest thing in the world, which is to look in the mirror and take fault upon yourself instead of someone else.
All right.
Well, Kyle, thank you.
That's a good wish. Thanks,
is
Kyle. And Merry Christmas to you. And Merry Christmas, and thanks for
Kyle.
the cake and the cookies and all that stuff.
Oh, yeah. What happened to that cake? Did everyone just devour it?
Well, it's just about gone. Let's put it that way.
Your house?
No, I left it here in the refrigerator. People have been munching on it, commenting on about how good it was.
What happened to the cookies?
Oh, those disappeared the same day.
They did?
Yeah, those are gone. Food around a radio station is like, I don't know, molasses in a herd of cows.
It's like cat food at a radio station. It disappears.
That too. We do have some headlines that I thought, they're kind of uplifting headlines that you can to kind of start off your day with. All right. The first one is, okay, maybe they're not that uplifting, but they were interesting. Man burns down woman's home after Facebook rejection. Apparently, he was making some advances toward her. She rejected him, so he thought, I'll show you. I'll just burn your house down. So he did.
Overreaction? I think so.
Okay, here's another one.
Okay, go on.
McDonald's drive-thru patron pulled gun over missing cheeseburger.
It can make you quite irritated.
I was going to say that I can almost sympathize with the guy.
Gosh, this is sad. Okay, go
on.
And
this is from any drive-through, and I never check it when I go through, and then I drive home, which is clear out in the middle of Poverty Flats, and then you open up the bag, and you either got the wrong deal altogether, or they shorted you something. They never give you something extra.
Well, let me tell you something. Burger King, I think, is the only place in town, fast food, that has a veggie burger. So sometimes in a pinch, usually I'll pack my lunch, whatever, but say I hadn't and I'm in a pinch and I'll get a veggie burger there. Once I grabbed one, went and I was just going to sit in a park and eat it, and I opened it. It's chicken. I went back there.
Chicken for a vegan.
You gave me the chicken, which meant some guy who wanted chicken got the veggie burger.
Poor guy.
Yeah. That's how you convert them, one sandwich at a time. Anyway, go on.
Okay.
I don't get home that far because I've learned.
Couple attacks pizza delivery driver with broom, fire rifle.
Well, did they want the pizza or didn't they? I don't get that story.
I didn't read the story. I just saw the headline, and I thought, that's good enough for me.
Okay.
And then finally, crazed woman in truck posing as cop chases women on highway, which kind of reminded me of that little thing we got going on around here on the south part of town.
Yeah, be careful.
Some guy in a black SUV impersonating an officer by pulling women over with the red and blue lights and everything.
Oh, I know it. And he's writing fake tickets. Press hard.
This
3
one
copies.
The one
in Haley was, Blaine County.
The one in Haley.
Okay, and then this one, I really like this story. Stressed out holiday travelers at one of the country's busiest airports are getting a dose of comfort and joy thanks to a crew of lovable, huggable golden retrievers.
Oh, that's
Half
cool.
a dozen Goldens from the Lutheran Church Charities Canine Ministry recently set up in Terminal 1 at Chicago O'Hare International Airport, United Airlines. Apparently aware of how awesome golden retrievers are, invited the pups to greet travelers from December 20th to 23rd. What about the pups? Do they really want to be in that airport during those days? This is the first year the canine ministry dogs have been deployed to O'Hare, though they make regular trips both near and far from their Addison, Illinois home base. Most recently, several were sent to Pontiac, Illinois to help comfort a school community when they lost 3 students. They also went to Sandy Hook. So I wouldn't mind traveling if I could pet puppies.
Yeah, there you go.
Puppies.
And it showed some pictures of them,
I might fly to Chicago.
And they were just sitting there with their big sad eyes letting people pet them. It was really cool.
It's really hard, isn't it?
We're going to talk to Rachel Anderson next, speaking of pets, about
I know,
the
I
pet
thought it was
rescue.
a good transition.
What a great transition, Jill. We'll be right back. 7360300 is the number to call. We are back. Next hour, we're going to give some books away. We've got some facts about Christmas.
These are mementos right out of your office. If anyone wants a souvenir from Kelly's office, we got 4 books.
Maybe I should sign them, and then we'll sell them.
Oh, yeah. Or give them away. Kelly.
Yeah, I doubt if I'd have much luck selling them.
Yeah, I doubt it.
So anyway, we have Rachel Anderson with us this morning, and Rachel is with the, what's the official name of the pet rescue you're involved with?
We are with Friends of Burley Shelter Animals / Paws Rescue.
Wow, okay.
That's a mouthful.
Yeah, that's right. I won't even repeat that.
So what is this group?
It is a group of individuals, animal lovers, that started helping the Burley shelter. They had no one to step in. Their euthanization rate was 90%.
No.
When we stepped in March of 2013.
After how many days? Like, they just euthanize them right away?
They have to hold them, I believe, for 3 to 5 days legally. But after that, if they're not owner claimed, they would euthanize.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
Now, you've had quite a bit of success, I understand.
Yes, in the last year and a half that we've been there, only 5 dogs that we know of have been euthanized due to the fact that we couldn't get them out, bite issue or something like that. Yeah. They were sick.
So are you finding homes for the others, or what are you guys doing?
Yeah, we have a foster-based rescue set up. So we pull the animals. We ask people to take them into our homes, into their homes. We get all the medical attention that they need. They're neutered. They're current on vaccinations. And then if there's anything other than that they're medically in need of, we provide that.
That's quite a
How do you get your funds? Yeah.
It's been a lot. We have a great vet here in Twin Green Acres that has been willing to donate a lot of their time, discount services for us, and let us have an account so that we can bring the animals in and get the help that they need.
So what's the deal? Why are there so many animals in Burley that aren't claimed? Do they not have tags? Do their owners just let them loose, dump them? Like, what's going on in Burley? Because shouldn't someone say their dog's missing and come find it?
I think that a lot of the, I think we have a lot of seasonal workers that come get animals and then can't take them back with them. So they will bring them to the shelter to surrender them. I think a lot of people in Burley don't understand that it isn't a shelter like the Twin Falls shelter where they do an adoption process. It is an animal control facility. They're there to pick up strays and house them. And not, it's not an adoption facility like Twin.
They don't make any effort then to try to adopt them out. They just wait for 3 to 5 days, and if the owner picks them up, great. And if not, then they're gone. Put them down. Huh?
Yeah, and since we've stepped in, we've had the people over at the shelter have been really good about calling us, letting us know what's in there. We call every morning at 8 o'clock to find out what's in the shelter, cats and dogs, and when they're available. Because if it's an owner surrender, they're available right now. If it's a stray, they have to have the hold on them for 3 to 5 days.
Okay. Does that happen where they just surrender? I mean, most of it is the owner surrender.
Yes.
And they think that, they're going to be adopted? Or they know they're going to be put down?
I think that a lot of people do think that it's an adoption facility, that they will find a home.
The only reason it is now is because of your efforts.
Right. Yep.
Yeah.
Our rescue will step in. We work with so many rescues in Utah. The Idaho Humane Society, Meridian Valley Humane Society has been a huge help lately to us.
Oh.
How did you get involved in this, or how did you start?
I'll tell you what. We got a caller,
Okay,
so I'm going to go
good.
ahead and take the call. Top story, you're on the air. Good morning.
Hey, good morning. Hey, Rachel, this is a good thing you're doing. I don't know if you know who this is or not. Merry Christmas.
I recognize your voice.
Okay.
All right,
Well, good.
He's won it in 9 states, so we don't
I
want to
know.
get his name. But
He calls all the time. Anyway, well, that's great. But like, what did you find out about this? Like, is this what were you shocked by what was happening in Burley? Like, what made you decide to do this?
Well, actually, the reason that I got started in rescue is because my daughter found a pit bull up in the Seattle area.
Yeah, it was you, Bailey. Bailey's here. Yeah.
And she was unable to keep him because of the BSL laws that they have there.
BSL is
breed-specific laws.
Oh, okay.
So what does that mean?
Means that you
certain
can't
ones are
have,
outlawed.
Great Danes, pits, Rottweilers. They discriminate against a lot of breeds.
So you couldn't keep it. So what happened to the dog?
So I found a home here, but as I was trying to find a home, I started contacting rescues, ended up speaking with Lenny Salawaga, who is basically the founder or the head of our rescue, and she was able to help me get me in touch with Dave Wright, who did a home check for me, and we were able to place Smoke in a home here in Twin Falls. And so then I said, well, I'll help out with your rescue for helping me, and I started fostering. And now I'm on the board, and I'm the foster coordinator in Twin. I do all the vetting.
Now you're into it up to your forehead, huh?
Yes, I am.
Is it hard to foster? I think I would have a very hard time because I don't think I'd want to give the dogs away.
It's really hard to foster. I foster failed on 3, which
means they're yours now.
Foster fail means that you fell as a foster and you become an adopter. Yes.
I know.
So now you have 3 dogs.
How do you do it? Like, how long do you keep the dogs for if you're a foster parent?
So as a foster parent, we never know how long the dog's going to be there. It depends on their medical condition at the time. We've had a lot. I have a list of a few that I was going to talk to you guys about today that had a lot of medical needs. So our fosters have had dogs for 2 days and have had them up to 8 months.
Oh my goodness. I could never give a dog away if I had it 8 months. So wait,
But-
before we run out of time, so are you looking for foster parents? Is that where you're here, or you're looking for funds? What are you looking for?
Both.
Okay.
We are in desperate need of foster parents for both cats and dogs at this time, and definitely in need of funds. As of right now, our bill at Green Acres has reached the limit. So as
What's
of right
the
now,
limit?
No more credit, huh?
no more credit until we get it paid in half. And
What is the limit, just in case someone hears and wants to do a good Secret Santa and go there and pay it off? Because that's been happening. People are paying off layaways at Walmart. So maybe someone out there would be, what is your limit? What's your bill right there?
Our bill right now is $9,000.
Okay,
at
so you
Green
need
Acres.
help paying that off. Let's just
until
get it out there.
Yeah, until it gets paid in half, we are unable to pull any new animals into our rescue.
Which means they're going to be put down.
And what we've been doing is just reaching out to all rescues that we know of to help us, and they will take. Utah is one of them, and Meridian Valley, IHS, they all have been willing to help us.
What's the possibility of someone adopting an animal that does need some help, and then they just take care of the bill from there on? Does that happen?
We haven't had that happen. We usually keep them under our account. We do fundraisers all the time for people that want to contribute to a specific animal. Trooper was one of them. We had last Christmas, the Jerome County Sheriff's Office called us and said they needed help with this dog that had been abandoned for 2 months. And when we got a hold of him, took him to Green Acres, he'd actually been shot in the head by his owner and left to die.
No. So how's he doing now? You want to go through your list because we're going to run out of time. If you want some, go ahead, go through your list.
Well, Trooper is amazing. He was adopted by a retired detective in Spokane, Washington, and is living the life. Yeah. So It was a great story, but we had a lot of people donate specifically for him. So if we have an animal with a lot of need, then we'll do a specific fundraiser for that animal to people donate specifically. But if anybody wants to donate directly to Green Acres, just under Friends of Burley, they will gladly take it, and we would gladly accept it.
Now, did you have your 501c3?
Our 501c3 is in the process. It's pending right now. So we are a nonprofit as of right now. All our adoption fees go to the animals' vet care. We don't make any money on it, the adoption fees, which are $150 for dogs and $25 for cats. And that includes neuter, spay, and vaccinations.
Okay.
So do you have dogs right now waiting to be adopted?
Yes, and cats.
Did you want
to promote that at all, or
do you have any specific that you want to mention? Because this is the time.
Well, we have, if anybody wants to go to our Friends of Burley Facebook page, you can go into the photos, into albums, and we have an album of our adoptable dogs and cats for the month of December, and all of them are on there with a full description, and there's 3 numbers on the page to call, which mine is one of them, to get any information on the dogs or cats that you're interested in.
Give out your number, Rachel.
It's 208-420-4675.
Okay.
What about volunteers? Do you need volunteers?
Definitely. We do fundraisers a lot, so people to come and just help us promote our cause, be there, talk to people about us, and give their time. We also need transport a lot of times from Burley to Twin to Utah, and Twin to Boise area. We even go further. We've sent a dog to Texas before. It was one of the dogs that we got a call from the dairy workers asking for help. They get a lot of dogs dumped in the county out there, and they've called us and asked for help. And so one of the dogs that we pulled was Pharaoh, beautiful shepherd, and couldn't even touch him. I mean, he was completely wild. The Twin Falls shelter helped us out by giving us a space to put him for a few days till we could figure something out. He went into Lenny's home in Boise for a month, and we ended up getting him to Susan Miley, who's now in Texas. She's still part of our group in Texas.
Wow.
How's he doing now?
She has rehabbed him, and he's amazing. And she actually took in another shepherd not too long after she had got him worked with, and he actually was the mentor for the new shepherd that she brought into her home. So is she keeping the
2? She's not going to adopt them, or is she?
I don't know if she's adopting him out or not.
Oh, okay. Good.
That might be a foster.
Sounds like they have a good home.
Yeah.
So.
And we do work with. We were called about a dog in Rupert that had been hit by a car, and I ran over and got her from the Rupert vet. We got her to West Vet in Boise, which we take emergencies there. We also work with Dr. Aker up in Sun Valley to help us with surgeries for the animals that need them. But anyway, there is a rescue in northern Idaho called East Haven, and they only work with dogs that are paralyzed or in wheelchairs.
Oh.
Wow.
And so we sent
dogs in wheelchairs?
Yeah, dogs in wheelchairs. So we sent Star up there. She's been adopted. She's amazing. She's got her own wheelchair. They go to Washington State, and they have them do hydrotherapy and acupuncture and stuff like that. So they have a great program that we've been able to send to.
Well, it sounds like you're making quite an impact in
I know,
in the
it
Northwest.
Sounds like it.
Well, we'd like to think so, but we definitely need help. I mean, there's all kinds of ways to help too, is, time and money.
Yeah.
Definitely businesses that are willing to give out gift cards to us for our auctions and stuff like that we do.
Yeah.
Also help.
Wow. So can they get a hold of they call the same numbers if they want to volunteer, or if they have a dog, or if they're looking, I keep saying dogs, but cats too.
Correct.
Even though you don't like them, Kelly.
It's not that I don't like cats.
Come on.
It's just that, they have an attitude.
Uncle Kelly,
yes,
I can't break it to Gracie. I've got a cat. So anyway, but okay, this is great. So your number again is 420-4675. If
Correct.
any Secret Santa wants to go over to Green Acres and pay down some of the bill, that would be awesome. You guys are in debt.
If they wanted to make a donation and write you out a check, what would they make it out to, and who would they send? Where would they send it?
They could make it out to Paws Rescue, or they could make it out to Green Acres.
So really, you want any donations to go to Green Acres, because you have to pay that bill down.
Yes.
I mean, it's $9,000. You guys have to pay $4,500 to even get any animals worked on again.
Yes.
That's the bottom line here.
Any new animals.
Right.
Yeah. If we have an emergency or something, they're willing to work with us on that. But as far as bringing in a new animal for the vetting that we normally do, we aren't able to do that until we get that paid down.
So this time of year, people are thinking about getting a pet for Christmas, which is a little crazy sometimes. It can be a little too much for the pet and the person. What do you think they should do?
Well, I say that if you want a pet for Christmas or the holidays, it's a great idea. We'd love to talk to you about that. But also, giving a pet as a surprise to someone that maybe isn't ready sometimes doesn't work. The pet ends up back with us for one reason or another. So we
need to stress this is a lifetime commitment. This is not a, keep it until you get tired of it and then take it out in the country and dump it off.
Right. We look for forever homes. We do have an application process. We have a phone interview. We have a meet and greet, and we have a home check that we do before we place these animals.
All right.
And so we go with our gut, so we hope we place them correctly.
What's your number again?
208-420-4675.
Very cool. Rachel, thank you very much.
Rachel, thanks for everything you do. And Bailey, way to go. Merry Christmas.
Yes, indeed. All right. Hey, coming up next hour, we're going to give away some books. We're going to talk about some traditions. You've got some questions?
Trivia, Christmas. Cool. So we got them.
There we go. So we'll be back after the news. And we are back here on Top Story. 7360300 is the number to call. Welcome back, Jill.
Thanks, Cal. Same to you. We also wanted to mention the website, the Facebook for Rachel Anderson.
You had it written down.
I know. I don't have it in front of me.
Oh, my goodness.
Hang on one second. Anyway, it was... Oh, here it is.
So hard to get good help.
Here it is. Friends of Burley Shelter Animals.
There you go.
Check out the Facebook page. You can look at the animals that are available. You can look at the ones they've adopted out. They've adopted out almost 1,000, so they've saved 1,000 animals' lives.
Yes, isn't that amazing?
It's amazing. If you want to do something good for the holidays, honestly, help these people pay down their vet bill at Green Acres Veterinary. They're at their limit, which means they can't have any new animals operated on now if they have an accident or an illness. If the bill's $9,000, they just need at least $4,500 of it paid down. If you want to donate, please just go over there and write them a check.
Absolutely.
Hopefully there's a secret Santa out there that can help this organization. They are doing so much. Wouldn't that be awesome to know that it was paid down?
I know there are people
who do this
right around here, who look for things to do like that.
That's right. You want to know what you could do if you're not buying gifts and stuff for people, or you want to do something good, or here's a good example for your kids. This is what the Christmas spirit means.
There you go.
Make a lesson out of it. I always loved when I was ringing the bell for Salvation Army for Rotary, the parents who give their kids $1 or a coin or something to put in the bucket. I'm like, it's a good lesson, and I just tell them it's going to help so many kids out there. So anyway, help these people who work so hard to save these animals. Green Acres. Go make a donation there.
Very good. Very good.
Yeah.
We have some books to give away.
We do.
And we're going to give away the one on top.
We are, which is called Who is the Real Hog? Robert, Scott, I think it's Michelle. And so anyway, but you have to answer this question.
Well, wait a minute. We have a caller.
Okay.
And they called before we started doing that, so they probably don't have the answer.
Well, we don't know.
Oh, never mind. They
hung
up. Never mind. They're not there. They hung up. They probably heard me say, okay, we have a book to give away, so they called.
Okay, so if you can answer whoever can answer this question, the little drummer boy kept time. Who accompanied him? If you can answer that question, dun, 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 dun. Call in and you get a book. Who is the real hog? Robert,
I think I know this
Michelle.
one. I think I know this one.
Well, don't say it yet.
I'm not going to.
Okay, good.
I'm not that stupid, Jill.
Fine. The little drummer boy kept time.
All right. Who
accompanied him?
Somebody's calling. This is for the book.
That's right.
Called, what is it?
Who is the real hog?
Who's the real hog? Top story. You were on the air. Good morning. Do you have the answer?
The ox and lamb kept time, pa-rum-pa-pum.
There you go.
That's what I was doing, too. I was going through the song and thinking, I think I know this, and I think it's the ox and lamb.
What's your name?
Mark.
Mark. Okay, it'll be waiting for you at the front desk. Merry Christmas.
Oh, great. Yeah. You like me. You really like me.
You like me. You really like me.
Yeah, thanks, Mark. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas,
you too.
Mark.
Happy Hanukkah.
There you go. Happy Hanukkah. Happy New Year. Happy Kwanzaa. All right.
All right.
All right, very good. Well, we got 3 more we'll give away through the hour.
Yeah.
And if you're just now calling, you're too late. This might be a too late. Top story. You're on the air. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, I just wanted to make a comment about the animals in the shelters and one thing and another. Let's all keep in mind on this spay and neuter, and there's so many animals out there that need to be adopted and fostered, and and then there's people out there letting their cats and their dogs get pregnant and they end up on the streets or whatever. So, as Bob Barker always said, let's keep them spayed and neutered. And I've got some real strong thoughts on that about your home taxes. Slap them with that a time or two, and maybe they'll spay and neuter their animals. But I know I got one of my favorite animals at a yard sale. He was actually free.
No.
I had no intentions of getting him, but I've had him a little over a year now and wouldn't part with him for anything.
Isn't that the way it is? I know.
Yeah, so...
it was meant to be.
Warm. Yes, let's keep our animals warm. We keep ourselves warm, so let's do that for our anims, too.
Oh, I know it. I know it.
Thank you all.
Well said, and Merry Christmas, and give our little animals a hug. I swear, I see so many animals outside. It's like, come on.
Really, just to belabor this a little bit longer.
A little bit longer.
Animals, pets, are a long-term deal.
Yeah.
It's not...
Oh, they're a cute
I'll
puppy.
just keep it until it's out of fashion, or I'll just keep it until I get tired of it, and then I'll just do something with it.
Right.
I'll take it out to the country and drop it off. And it'll find someone who loves it. That's not the way it works.
No.
It either gets shot, or it gets killed by predators, or it starves to death, or hit by a car. Don't do that. Just don't do that.
No.
All right. So
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Yeah.
Do you want to give more books away now? It's kind of like, you want to,
Well, let's give one away per segment, shall we?
Yes, one. Okay,
because I want to get into these traditions of Christmas in other countries. In Austria, and I have to be kind of careful here, because some of them have kind of odd traditions.
There's one that's really weird.
If you thought that being on Santa's naughty list was the scariest thing to happen around Christmas, you've never heard of Krampus Night.
What is that?
Krampus is Santa's evil twin, whose job is to beat and punish all the children who misbehaved. This is in Austria, kids. Don't ever move to Austria.
Well...
On December 5th, men dress up in some of the scariest devil-like costumes you can imagine and drunkenly run around towns hitting people with sticks and switches.
Really? This is
kind of like our knockout game, doesn't it?
Yeah. This is called New Year's here.
The Krampus legend originates in the Germanic Alpine regions and is widespread throughout Hungary, Bavaria, Slovenia, and especially popular in Austria.
Who wouldn't want to celebrate that?
Oh.
Let's get drunk and hit people with sticks.
No kidding.
And switches. And I'll wear a mask so no one knows who I am. What a great idea.
Spain, Portugal, and Italy, a traditional Christmas tradition in parts of Spain, Portugal, and Italy is to set up a model village of Bethlehem, along with Mary, Joseph, and baby Jesus, a Caganer, or
you can't say
I can't
it.
say this.
A defecator.
Anyway, yes, a defecator is placed in the scene. The defecator is a figurine, traditionally a man, in the act of, defecating. That's the last time I'm going to say that word. His pants around his knees, bending over. This is a true story. I'm not kidding you. He is usually placed in a corner, perhaps because he needs privacy. Yeah. The Caganer has been around for a few hundred years.
And they literally have a pile of feces at his heels. Seriously,
amazing.
It's that graphic. That's in Spain, Portugal, and Italy. And I studied in Spain. It must not have been during Christmas time because I never saw that.
Well, in recent times, it has evolved from a traditionally dressed man taking care of business to figurines of celebrities, nuns, politicians, and Santa Claus.
Defecating. Wow,
well,
what an honor that would be.
I wasn't going to say that word again, but anyway.
I said it.
Interesting,
and then you repeated it.
Interesting tradition.
Interesting stuff.
In the Czech Republic, on Christmas Eve, unmarried Czech women practice a traditional fortune-telling method to predict their relationship status for the upcoming year. I didn't pre-read this, so I'm going to read it slowly and cautiously. If you'd like to give it a try, here's how to do it. Stand with your back to your door and toss one of your shoes over your shoulder. If it lands with the toe facing the door, it means that you will get married within the year. If it lands with the heel facing the door, you're in for another year of unmarried status.
So I guess happiness, right?
I guess.
You get one more year of happiness.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. In Catalonia, Cagoteo, I'm just going to say it, the pooping log is a bizarre and widespread Christmas tradition in Catalonia. Weird. It starts with a hollowed-out log, which is propped up on 4 little leg-like sticks and then painted to have a face. Every night, beginning December 8th, Cagoteo is fed and covered with a blanket so that he doesn't catch a cold. And on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, Cagoteo is put in the fireplace, beaten with a stick, and ordered to... Yes. He is encouraged, along with the beating, by singing songs with catchy lyrics. So anyway, the log then poops out candies and nuts and stuff like that. And Cagoteo will then give one last push to reveal an onion, a head of garlic, or a salt herring.
Wait, wow. So they put this in the fireplace? It doesn't. It's like it doesn't burn. I guess it's just unlit fireplace.
No, I don't think so.
This is crazy.
I know.
Catalonia, you're wild.
Where is Catalonia? It's just off the coast of California. That's Catalina.
It's Spain. It's Spain.
In Norway legend says on Christmas Eve, witches and evil spirits come out looking for brooms to ride on.
These are the women that have spent too much time on the holiday.
To thwart the witches, all brooms in the house are hidden, and men go outside and fire a shotgun to scare away the bad spirits.
Wow.
In Japan, this is the one I like. For many Japanese, traditional Christmas dinner is Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Come on, that's not traditional.
It is so popular and well marketed that reservations may have to be made to eat at a KFC on Christmas in Japan.
Okay, my question is, what did they do before the franchise got to Japan? That's called traditional. It's not the KFC. Oh, back in the thousands of years, our ancestors came and they sat around the table and had Kentucky Fried Chicken.
In Caracas, Venezuela, churchgoers attend an early morning mass between December 16th and December 24th. Not so strange for a mostly Catholic population. What is unusual about this practice is how everyone gets to church on roller skates.
Woo!
The streets are blocked off to a vehicular traffic until 8 a.m., and children the night before tie one end of a piece of string to their big toes and hang the other end out the window. As roller skaters go by the next morning, they give a tug to all the strings hanging out the windows.
Well, let's hope you're on the first floor. How else are they going to reach it?
May have time for the one. Oh, I guess we got 2 or 3 more left.
We've got a few more segments left too.
Yeah, I know I do. I know. We got a caller. Top story. You're on the air. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi, I wanted to make a comment on that KFC thing because I read a story on that also. Your story doesn't say it, but they serve champagne at the KFC with the meal.
Champagne with the meal. No wonder the Japanese like it so well. That makes sense.
Oh, yeah.
Champagne
at KFC.
Who wouldn't? Come on. KFC, I'm sure, deserves a bottle of champagne. What did they do before KFC got to Japan is my question. What traditional foods did they eat before they got there? No one knows.
I imagine it was served with rice, whatever it was.
I know. It's probably white rice, and they had some traditional food.
Maybe it was homemade fried chicken. I don't know, which is rarer and rarer. You know, you go to a restaurant, you can't hardly find traditional fried chicken anymore.
Well, you did that one time at
Fried
Canyon
on the
Crest,
bone. Yeah, I did.
But I don't think it's on the menu anymore.
No, it's not on the menu.
They retired it after you ate it.
Yeah, I guess so. Anyway, we'll be right back. We're going to give away another book and have some more traditions right here on Top Story. Give us a call. What's your tradition? And here I said I was going to do Christmas music.
I know. That was just a few minutes ago.
Here we go.
Hit the bump.
Joy to the world, the Lord has come. Let earth receive her King. Yeah, they can hear me.
Oh my goodness! I usually get the pleasure of hearing that all the time.
Yeah. So anyway, welcome back. Yesterday's $100 instant winning name brought to you by the Happy Landing Restaurant. They're open today. They will not be open tomorrow, though. They're not open on Christmas.
Well, good.
So
go home and enjoy the holiday.
Absolutely. Yes, and you can eat at the Happy Landing restaurant at the airport. And it's good stuff because most of it's homemade.
Homemade.
Yes. Tell them that if you're a first-time visitor, tell them you heard about it with Kelly and Jill. Buy a drink or a meal, and they'll give you a free piece of homemade pie.
And Kelly was able to eat it even with his sore tooth.
I was, and it was delicious. I got the coconut cream. The meal.
Yeah, you had the meatloaf, mashed potatoes, then coconut cream.
Yes, and it was great. It was all great.
There you go.
Okay, yesterday's $100 instant winning name is Carl Gibbs.
Carl Gibbs, congratulations.
Now, I don't know if he was one of the Gibbs brothers or not.
I don't remember a Carl. There was a Barry.
Yeah,
there was an Andy. There was a Maurice. I don't quite remember Carl.
Yeah, he was I don't know, maybe he's the black sheep of the family.
Carl, call in and sing for us.
And the word of the day for today is ginger.
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 There's no J in ginger, which is odd, but anyway.
Oh, my goodness.
Go to our website, newsradio1310.com, click on Word of the Day, type in ginger, and you could be a $100 instant winner. All right, we got a caller. Top story, you're on the air. Good morning.
Good morning, Kelly. This is Frank. How are you this morning?
Doing well, Frank.
Hi, Frank. You're not going to say hi to me? I met you, Frank.
Yes,
Come
I
on.
was. Jill, we hugged at Kelly's party, and that was the best hug I've ever had.
We had a moment, didn't we, Frank?
We did. And your husband viewed it all. That's what got me.
He did. That's what makes my husband so great. He understands this.
He's a great guy. You guys are so well. Kelly, we're going to miss you, but I wanted to sing you a little song. I know you sing well, but
well,
is like
I sing, but not well. But anyway, go ahead.
Go ahead, Frank.
Like
let it
rip. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, but this is a different one.
Okay.
This is Randolph the Bow-Legged Cowboy had a very shiny gun, and if you ever saw it, you would turn around and run. All of the other cowboys used to laugh and call him names. They never let poor Randolph join in any poker games. Then one foggy Christmas Eve, the sheriff came to say, Randolph, with your gun so bright, won't you guide my posse tonight? Then the cowboys loved him as they shouted out with glee, Randolph, the bow-legged cowboy, you'll go down in history. All right, buddy, there you go.
Frank, Merry
now
Christmas.
I'll have that song in my head all day long.
Have you heard that one, Kelly?
I've never heard that one before.
You haven't?
No.
Oh, I'll be darned.
I've led a sheltered life.
Galen's dad sang that years ago, and he's passed on, but that's good.
All right.
Guys, Merry Christmas. Thank you for all you do. We love you guys, and just have a great time, Kelly.
Thank you very much.
We'll look forward to listening to you more.
Thank you.
Well,
thanks,
Frank. I don't think Frank knows I'm not continuing with the show. They're changing the format of the program, so they'll be having one host.
Yeah, and Jill will not be here, and I will not be here.
No.
So. But we're going to have lunch.
But we live in infamy.
Yes, we do.
6 years.
Okay, I know we got some more books to give away, but let me just finish up. We only have a minute or so. I want to finish up the traditions of the countries. In Caracas, Venezuela, churchgoers attend... Oh, wait a minute. I already did that one. In Ukraine, Christmas trees are decorated with all the typical kinds of ornaments, and one not so typical. An artificial spider and web are hidden in the tree, and good luck is given to the one who finds it. A Ukrainian folktale says that a poor widowed mother could not afford decorations for her family's Christmas tree. One Christmas morning, she awoke to find a spider had beautifully decorated the tree with its web, making for a very happy Christmas.
Aww.
So there you go.
Can you find the spider web hidden on this Christmas tree is the game.
That's right. Great Britain. If you would like your Christmas wish to come true in Great Britain, all you have to do is take a turn stirring the Christmas pudding.
Oh.
Traditional Christmas pudding is made of dried fruit and nuts, similar to fruitcake. It is often doused in brandy, and got to leave it to the British, right? And flambéed in a dimly lit room for a dramatic effect.
Flambéed.
Isn't that what I said?
Flambéed.
What did I say?
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
It's just called flambéed.
Okay, flambéed.
But, that's one good way to get people to help you with cooking.
Yeah, that's right. Give them liquor.
Yeah, no, a tradition. Good luck.
La Font les Devils in Spain seems to have quite a few unusual Christmas traditions.
Yeah.
Here is a New Year's Eve one for you. In Spain, it is customary to wear red underwear on New Year's Eve. The small town of La Font de la Figuera has taken this tradition a step further. A New Year's Eve run wearing just red underwear. People of all ages participate in this event.
They also eat 12 grapes at midnight.
They do?
Mm-hmm.
Eat 12 grapes.
Mm-hmm.
Any particular kind?
No, I mean,
just
they're
grapes.
just grapes, probably
All right.
green grapes.
We got more books to give away, and we got the story of Sinter Klaas, Santa Claus, coming up next.
Who you're related to.
I am directly related, yes. Seven 360-300 is the number to call here this morning on Top Story on our special Christmas Eve program. No politics today.
No.
Oh, no.
No.
No arguing, no debating.
No headaches. No sore throats.
That's right. Just a pulled tooth.
Just a pulled tooth. And that still hasn't stopped you. You just keep going.
I know. I know.
You're like the ever ready bunny.
I know.
Just keep going.
Even a pulled tooth
will not stop
I'm
you.
just a tough guy.
You're a tough guy.
The doctor said yesterday when he pulled my tooth, he said after 15 minutes in the chair, snapping and cracking, and
That's
my
gross.
gosh. And I'm thinking, I'm paying for this torture.
He
said, well, the upside, you have good dense bones.
But don't you think, isn't there like a better way to do it at this point in 2014? Aren't you sitting there thinking?
We're sending probes to Mars. We're landing on asteroids. Is this how you still have to pull a tooth for crying out loud?
I know.
Oh, my gosh.
They haven't advanced since, I don't know, the 1800s, except they have you drink whiskey or something.
He didn't even give me the whiskey.
Bite on a bullet if you can. Anyway.
I was going to say, I could have stayed home with a pair of vice grip pliers and yanked this baby out.
You thought about it, too. But I thought, no. You go, no, they must do it a different way.
Well, they did deaden the area around there, so that helped. But anyway.
Next time, I'll pull it out for you, buddy.
Oh, yeah, thanks.
No worries.
I'll bet you will. Hey, we haven't talked about the low and honey loader yet today. And if you have a feedlot or dairy with lots of animals, this is something you might want to consider. You can see one of these in operation. You can find out how it operates, how it works, where all the neat little gadgets and dials and switches and buttons are for this thing. And you can do that by getting a hold of Pat Hartzell with Stanley & Company. They're the ones that sell the low and honey loader. 280-1167 is the number. 280-1167 for the low and honey loader. Ladies, there you go. It's still not too late to give Pat a call and say, hey, I want one of those for my husband for the feedlot. I want it under the tree tomorrow morning.
With a ribbon.
Yeah.
Okay, we're giving away another book. The book is...
We got a caller right now, though.
I didn't know
this. Should we take the caller first?
Sure, fine.
Top story. You're on the air. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah.
Thank you.
We went to Canyon Pawn, and the guy in there is just a really, really nice guy.
Cool.
It's a pleasure to do business with people like that.
It is, isn't
it?
All
right. Thank you very much.
Hey, thanks for the call.
Testimonial. Way to go.
I'm going to have to talk to Dave. He's got all of his relatives calling now.
I know, exactly. That's going to cost you more, Dave.
That's right. Yeah, your ads just went up.
Okay, so can we say we're going to give away Glenn Beck, The Christmas Sweater, a novel.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is the question. Okay, people.
First one to call with the answer at 736-0300. The question is...
Which was the last state in the United States that declared Christmas a legal holiday?
Ooh. That's a toughie. The last state in the Union to declare Christmas.
Well, in the United States. It wasn't just, I
said the last state in the Union. What
I
other
know,
what
but,
other union
you don't
is
want
there?
them to think it was like when there were only 13 states. Okay. Which was the last state in the United States that declared Christmas a legal holiday?
All right. Top story. You're on the air. Good morning.
Hawaii?
No, but you know what? That's the one I said, if that makes you feel any better.
No, I'm sorry.
Thanks for trying, though.
Next.
All right.
We might get 49 more calls.
Yeah. Oh, here we go.
Okay.
We got another one here. Nope. That one
up.
had a dial
They
tone.
probably had Hawaii, too.
Top story. You were on the air. Good morning.
Yeah, is it Hawaii?
No, not Hawaii, but good guess.
That's the first guy guessed
That
it.
seems to be the more popular guess
Why,
this
I
morning.
wonder. Okay.
All right. So now we're just waiting for the phone to ring.
Okay. Here's the question. Which was the last state in the United States that declared Christmas a legal holiday?
It was not Hawaii.
Not Hawaii.
It was not Hawaii.
So don't call with Hawaii.
Yeah, that's...
You got about 49 other guesses.
Quick, you have time to look it up on Google.
Oh, don't do that. Which was the last state in the United States that declared Christmas a legal holiday?
7360300 is the number called. Everybody still should know that number.
Everyone's
by now,
going,
but, you know.
What?
Yeah, they don't need.
They're like, that was my guess, Hawaii.
Yeah, top story. You were on the air. Good morning.
How about Alaska?
No, Alaska is incorrect also.
So you're down to 48.
Trying. Yeah.
Okay, it's not Alaska or Hawaii.
We've had 99 guesses, and you still got 48 left.
Which is the last state in the United States that's declared Christmas a legal holiday? Oh, for goodness sakes.
Got a dirty
Do you want me to
button or
show you how
something.
to do it?
Yeah, I guess you're going to have to. Okay, here we go.
Da.
Top story, you're on the air. What's your guess?
Is it Oklahoma?
You are correct.
Did you look it up?
I did.
Okay,
right.
What's your name?
My name is Gary.
What is it?
Gary.
Oh, Gary, what was your first guess if it wasn't Oklahoma?
I was going to say, like, Alabama or something like that.
Oh, not Hawaii?
No.
All right. Well, hey, we'll have it out front here.
You got Glenn
You
Beck's
can
book.
pick it up, if not today, over the next, couple of weeks or so.
Pick them up,
All right.
though.
Hey, thanks, Gary. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Gary.
All right.
Gary was fast with his Google.
He was, yes, and we're going to go into another break.
I gotta find a tougher question.
You do, yeah. Let's get some good questions. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Ho, ho, ho. If nothing else, I do a good ho, ho, ho.
No one does a better ho, ho, ho than you.
Hey, it's still not too late, ladies. You can still get your better half, okay, worse half or whatever.
Half.
A new chainsaw from Clearwater Power Equipment and have it under the tree for him by tomorrow morning, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Clearwater Power Equipment, 252 Washington Street, 734-7767, Husqvarna or Echo chainsaws. They are for cutting wood. They are for trimming trees. They are for carving the turkey.
That's right.
So
there you go.
That's where
Sometimes you might need it.
They got the sales. They got the service. They got the know-how. At Clearwater Power Equipment, there where General Building Supply used to be, 252 Washington Street, 734-7767.
Okay, we're going to give away the book, Don't Hurt People and Don't Take Their Stuff, A Libertarian Manifesto by Matt Kibbe, a number one best-selling author. This is the question, people.
Wait. 7360300 is the number.
Come on. You guys know this. Which country does St. Nicholas originally belong to?
Which country does St. Nicholas
originally belong to?
Remember
Johnny Carson? The amazing. Which country?
The amazing Kreskin or the amazing
very
Carson.
Good show.
Yes.
Which country does St. Nicholas originally belong to? They're probably all looking it up. No, come on, guess.
Let's save some time. It's not Germany.
It's not Germany.
It's not Germany.
Okay.
No.
Don't call him with Germany.
No.
Okay. Which country does St. Nicholas originally belong to?
And unless you know this, it'll probably surprise you.
I think it will surprise you.
It did me.
It surprised Kelly, and it takes a lot to surprise Kelly these days.
I don't get surprised anymore.
But your face was a clear
7360330.
surprise.
Yeah. What country does St. Nicholas originate from?
Originally belonged to.
Okay, here we go. We got first caller, top story. You're on the air. Good morning.
Hi, is it Holland?
It is not.
No.
But thanks for the try.
Not Germany or Holland.
Yeah, it's not. It's not Norway. It's not.
Hey, well, don't. Hey.
Well,
no one said Norway.
I know,
what
but I'm just trying
here?
to save some time
Which
here.
Which country does St. Nicholas originally belong to, people? Come on.
Top story. You're on the air.
I'm going to go with Greece.
No, it's not.
It's not Greece.
You're getting a little closer.
It's not Greece. It's not Germany. You said it's not Norway, and it's not Holland. Quick, which country does St. Nicholas originally belong to?
It's not California. Okay, here we go for another one. Top story. You're on the air.
Hello?
Yeah, you're on the air.
Sorry. I'm going to go with Italy.
Nope.
No. Not Italy. Oh,
which country does St. Nicholas originally belong to? You better like this book because you're going to work hard for it.
No kidding.
Don't hurt
right.
people and don't take their
All
stuff.
right. Okay, we got another call here.
Okay, now it just tortures
Top
you.
story, you're on the air.
Hi. I'm going to say Great Britain.
No, not Great Britain.
I know. This is a good one.
Now, let me put it this is according to Google anyway, right?
No, this is, well, these were just Christmas trivia questions and answers. So.
All right. Top story, you're on the air.
Good morning.
What do you say?
Hello.
What's...
I say Iceland.
No.
Nope, not Iceland either, but thanks for trying. Top
St.
story,
Nicholas,
you
yeah.
are on the air. What do you say?
Finland.
No, not Finland either. See, I told you.
I know.
Told you.
It's a
you'll
good
be
question.
surprised when you hear it. Yeah.
It's a good question.
We're gonna run out of time
Quick,
on this if
come
we're
on,
not
2
careful,
minutes
and I
left.
still have
Come on.
to give the history of
No
Sinter
one cares.
Klaas.
You can do it tomorrow. Okay.
Tomorrow?
Which country does St. Nicholas originally belong to?
Top story, you're on the air.
Russia.
No, but thanks for trying.
This is a good one. Okay,
Oh,
which
my
country?
goodness.
It's torturing people now.
We
Come
might
on.
have to give them a clue.
No.
Might have to narrow it down here.
Nah,
No?
come on.
Boy, you're just being mean today.
No, it's fun.
Should we tell them what the word starts with?
No. Which country does St. Nicholas originally
We're not
belong
going
to?
to give it away.
Come on, we got a minute.
All right,
Come on.
Top story, what you say?
Is it Turkey?
Yes!
It is.
Did you look it up?
I might have, just a little bit.
This isn't Gary again, is it?
No, it isn't.
Who is this?
This is Chad.
Chad.
All right, Chad.
Okay, Chad.
We'll have your book for you out front
Way to
here over
go,
the next couple of
Chad.
weeks. You want to stop by and pick it up.
415
All right,
Park
Merry
Avenue.
Christmas and thanks.
Yeah, Merry Christmas to both of you.
Thanks,
Thank you.
same to
See
you.
ya. All right.
Okay.
Now we got one more real quick.
Yeah, we have one more.
Got about a minute.
Christmas is celebrated on the 25th of December. Who is the patron saint remembered on the 26th of December?
Ooh.
This is for Margaret Thatcher's authorized biography, not the the unauthorized biography they
So,
did.
what patron saint is recognized on December 26th?
Remembered on the 26th
the
of
day
December.
after Christmas.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's
Quick.
That's a tough one
Call
too.
in, people.
See, didn't I told you you'd be surprised if we found out that St. Nicholas originated in Turkey?
Okay, do you want another one? Okay, I'll give you another one.
Okay.
Does anyone have that one?
You answer either one. Okay, go ahead.
Wait. Where was the one that I wanted? Was Oh, everyone is familiar with the mistletoe tradition. What is the color of the berries of the plant?
Colors of the berries of the plant. You can either answer that one or the other one. And I forgot, the patron saint on the 26th or the color of the berries on the mistletoe plant.
Quick, people,
Answer
quick.
either one. If we go into the Huckabee report and we don't have a winner, just keep calling. Top story. They decided they didn't know at the last
What?
second.
This
Okay,
is for Margaret Thatcher's book.
Top story, what you say?
I'll go with the berries being red.
No,
but that's what I thought too, but that's not right. But keep calling until we get it here. But right now we've got the Huckabee Report brought to you by Waddell and Reed. You can hear the Huckabee Report each weekday at this time, brought to you exclusively by Waddell and Reed. Laura Nelson, Josh Funk, and Steve Stanger are the financial advisors, and the number is 736-6563. Okay, we had our winners.
We did. Pat ended up calling the correct answer for the question. Everyone is familiar with the mistletoe tradition. What is the color of the berries of the plant? The answer is white.
White berries on mistletoe.
The patron saint remembered on the 26th of December is Saint Stephen.
Saint Stephen. And now Pat Callan got the right one by saying that the berries on the mistletoe plant are white.
Right.
Yeah.
The one caller said red, which is what you answered.
Yeah.
too.
I always thought mistletoe had red berries, but I was
guess what?
wrong.
You were wrong.
First time this year.
Which makes you wrong twice. So anyway.
Oh, my.
Oh, my. You're going to miss me, Cal. You're going to miss me.
I am.
I'm going to miss you.
Now, I have the story here of the legend of Sinter Klaas. Now, Sinter Klaas, the last name is spelled the same way as I spell my name, Klaas. So I knew I was always related to Santa Claus, and this is proof. St. Nicholas made his first inroads into American pop culture towards the end of the 18th century. In December 1773 and again in 1774, a New York newspaper reported that groups of Dutch families had gathered to honor the anniversary of his death. The name Santa Claus evolved from Nick's Dutch nickname, Sinter Klaas.
This is why everyone thought it was Dutch and whatever.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's Sinterklaas, same as I spell my name. A shortened form of Sint Nicolaas, Dutch for St. Nicholas. In 1804, John Pintard or whatever, a member of the New York Historical Society, distributed woodcuts of St. Nicholas at the Society's annual meeting. The background of the engraving contains now familiar Santa images, including stockings filled with toys and fruit hung over a fireplace. In 1809, Washington Irving helped to popularize the Sinter Klaas stories when he referred to St. Nicholas as the patron saint of New York in his book, The History of New York.
Oh.
As his prominence grew, Sinter Klaas was described as everything from a rascal with a blue three-cornered hat, red waistcoat, and yellow stockings.
Oh, I could see that.
To a man wearing a broad-brimmed hat and a huge pair of Flemish trunk hose.
Wow.
So there you go. That's the legend of Sinter Klaas or Santa Claus.
And your relatives.
I'm a direct descendant of Santa Claus.
Whether they want you or not, you're going with the story.
I don't know if it has anything to do with it, but I'm always way anxious and unable to sleep from mid-Christmas Eve to Christmas Day afternoon.
And you do have this craving for milk and cookies.
I do.
It's just so odd this time of year.
I know. It happens every year, though.
As compared to the other years.
Yeah.
I know.
Hey, I just want to say Merry Christmas to you all. Thank you very much for a great year. We're going to be back Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday.
Those will be our last shows.
Yep.
But Merry Christmas to all of you. Please safe travels, and we will talk to you on Monday.
Yes, we will. And Glenn Beck is going to be setting in for us tomorrow and Friday.
That was nice.
So Merry Christmas. Yeah,
I can't believe he works on Christmas.
He's always willing to do that for me. We have a special bond.
What a heathen. He's working on Christmas. Wow, come on. What happened to the Christmas sweater?
Exactly. Merry Christmas, and we'll see you next week. Goodbye, Jill.
Bye, Cal.